Let's get right into this. Number 10. The craving for danger that mimics addiction. They say adrenaline junkies just love thrill. Yeah, like it's a hobby. In reality, your brain treats risk like cocaine. Dopamine floods every time you flirt with chaos. Free solo climbers, gamblers, even people who text while driving. Same circuit lights up. The thrill is basically evolution rewarding stupidity, because ancient humans who explored danger found food or power. Your brain still hasn't got the memo that lions aren't hiding behind traffic lights. You're wired to poke the electric fence just to see what happens. Safety feels like boredom because danger tastes like meaning. It's not bravery, it's biology whispering, you're alive only when you almost die. So yeah, next time you chase excitement, remember, you're just feeding an ancient slot machine inside your skull. Number 9. Why humans enjoy watching tragedy. Why do we enjoy sad movies? Because suffering is cheaper when it's someone else's. Watching heartbreak lets your brain rehearse pain without paying the emotional bill. It's empathy on training wheels. Aristotle called it catharsis, but let's be honest, it's emotional voyeurism. You cry for a fictional character, then feel noble for it. Tragedy gives you moral calories without doing any actual good. Neuroscientists found our reward centers light up during other sorrow, not out of cruelty, but out of relief. It's not me. We watch tragedy because pain, in safe doses, reminds us we're still capable of feeling. And in a world numbed by dopamine, even sadness becomes a drug. So don't pretend it's art appreciation. It's emotional tourism with popcorn. Number 8. The brain's murderous curiosity impulse. Ever wonder why people slow down at car crashes? It's not empathy. It's morbid curiosity, the brain's polite version of, what if I caused that? Psychologists call it the shadow impulse, an ancient safety mechanism. We study horror to avoid becoming it, but it's also the reason you can't scroll past crime documentaries. Your neurons love a taste of forbidden chaos, controlled fear, rehearsed violence. The prefrontal cortex says don't, but the amygdala says just a peek. Kids who pull wings off flies grow into adults who Google, how does a body decompose at 2 a.m.? Curiosity keeps us safe, but sometimes it's just darkness wearing a lab coat. Humanity's genius and cruelty share the same fuel, curiosity gone off-road. Number 7. The herd panic trigger buried in DNA. Don't panic. Cute phrase. Panic is older than language. When one person bolts, 1,000-year-old algorithm activates. Follow the crowd or die. That's why mobs stampede at concerts, why fake emergencies spiral into chaos. You're not rational during panic. You're ancestral. Cavemen who question the herd got eaten. Neuroscience shows our mirror neurons sync instantly with fear in others. So when one person screams, your body prepares for apocalypse before your brain even knows why. Panic spreads faster than Wi-Fi because survival once depended on imitation, not intellect. Today, it just empties supermarket shelves. The instinct isn't broken, it's just unemployed. Evolution never learned how to chill. Number 6. Why people secretly root for villains. We love villains because they say what we're too polite to admit. They act without apology, pure ID in designer suits. Psychologists call it vicarious transgression. Our brains crave moral rebellion but outsource it to fiction. That's why Joker memes trend faster than meditation quotes. Villains represent freedom, the kind society denies but evolution still craves. They don't seek approval. They command fear, which the brain confuses with respect. Watching them win feels like stealing power without consequences. Deep down, you don't hate the villain. You hate the part of yourself still begging for permission. So every time you whisper, he kinda has a point, you're just rooting for your repressed DNA. Number 5. The joy of destruction in children. Kids are innocent, sure, until they discover blocks fall faster than they build. Destruction gives toddlers a god complex. Smash equals control. Psychologists found that breaking toys triggers the same neural satisfaction as mastering a skill. It's creation's shadow side, learning through ruin. Adults just upgrade to relationships and ideologies instead of Legos. Even evolution favored it, testing strength, dominance, consequence. We're hardwired to break before we build. Civilization exists because someone first enjoyed knocking it down. So maybe that tantrum wasn't evil, it was training. Every demolition is just curiosity dressed as chaos. And that's why every child secretly dreams of being the monster they fear at night. Number 4. The empathy that turns into cruelty. Empathy makes us kind until it doesn't. Too much empathy burns circuits. Psychologists call it compassion fatigue. Soldiers, doctors, social workers, their empathy flips into numbness or even contempt. The brain protects itself by detaching. Studies show people donate less after seeing too much suffering. Overload breeds apathy. Ironically, the more we feel, the less we act. Empathy evolved for tribes, not for 8 billion stories of misery. Now your heart runs a charity it can't afford. Sometimes kindness curdles into cruelty just to survive the flood. So if you've ever felt cold after caring too much, congratulations, that's your brain installing emotional antivirus software. Number 3. Why sleep paralysis evolved as a defense. Demons sitting on your chest, classic nightmare. But sleep paralysis isn't punishment, it's protection. During REM, your body locks movement so you don't act out dreams. It's biological duct tape. Sometimes you wake before it releases, conscious but frozen. Your panic paints monsters to explain the glitch. Ancient cultures called it evil spirits. Science calls it a misfired alarm. Ironically, the paralysis saved your ancestors from falling off cliffs mid-dream. The fear it causes, just collateral. So that shadow figure by your bed, it's not death. It's evolution doing night shift security. Still creepy though. Number 2. The instinct to lie, even when truth helps. Humans lie like they breathe, automatically, not for gain but for comfort. Studies show we lie in 1 of every 10 interactions, mostly to protect self-image. Truth threatens social harmony, and evolution prefers harmony over honesty. Even babies fake cries to get attention. Lies grease the gears of civilization. Without them, relationships would implode daily. Paradoxically, honesty feels like aggression. So we lie to survive, to belong, to appear moral. Truth may set you free, but it also sets everyone else on fire. So yeah, sometimes lying isn't evil, it's just emotional deodorant. Number 1. The comfort of being controlled. Freedom sounds romantic until you realize it's exhausting. Choice overload fries the brain. Psychologists call it decision fatigue. That's why people worship leaders, algorithms, and even horoscopes. Control feels like safety even when it's an illusion. History proves it. Humans keep trading liberty for predictability. The brain prefers obedience to chaos because responsibility terrifies it. True freedom means facing the void alone, and most of us would rather have a leash than an abyss. So the next time you crave total control of your life, well, remember, you might just be begging for a prettier cage.